From 2009 until present time, it's not a secret why people do not like me. If you're allergic to the truth, if you don't like reality, if you don't like being told what it really is, then you will definitely always have a problem with me. And guess what? What's the number one thing humans and people dislike the most about things? Is being told the truth. Not only the truth, but being told the truth about themselves. Whether they're fat, whether they're short, whether they're dumb, whether they dress crappy, whether they're broke, whatever it is, people don't like the truth. And a certain demographic definitely doesn't like the truth, but that's a conversation for another video. So what am I talking about right now? The same thing we're always talking about. You're either right or you're not Bond. And once again, we're going to talk about another thing I was right about, and once again explain to you the reason why people simply don't like me. See, smart people, intelligent people, reasonable people like to surround themselves with people smarter than themselves to elevate themselves from where they were. But other people have egos. They like to stick their head in the sand. They like to avoid the truth, avoid confrontation, avoid reality. And that's where you fanboys come in, because you love to avoid reality. Whether I'm talking about the PC, whether I'm critical of Nintendo, whether I'm critical of Xbox, or in this video, where I'm going to be critical of Sony, y'all don't like it. Y'all can't handle it. But you're going to get it today, whether you can handle it or not. So, let's start with story time with Mr. Bond. Back in 2022, Sony acquired Bungie for $3.6 billion. What are they going to do with that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because Bungie has done literally nothing. Sony could have literally spent that $3.6 billion making AAA single-player bangers. But unfortunately, they want to listen to social reject losers online that want to play multiplayer games that duck and don't play multiplayer games. Why y'all want Sony to waste time, energy, and resources to make games that they're not good at making, as opposed to making games they're known for making? Well, that's beyond me. And unfortunately, not beyond your stupidity. Dog, games take time and money, and you wanting things that they're clearly not good at are just delaying the progress, delaying the result, and just, unfortunately, your people like you and people thinking this way are the reason why Sony's PlayStation 5, to me, is their worst generation of all time, in regards to them making games, not gaming as a whole. So, we're going to talk about this whole Jade Raymond thing, or Jade Raymond thing. A lot of people are up in arms, a lot of hypocrites are about to get exposed, because two things can be true, but one thing can't be. Hear me out. I've been critical of Sony's multiplayer endeavors. They've been failure after failure after failure after failure. People want them to keep trying. People want them to keep wasting money on failure after failure after failure. You want to know what failure is? Factions 2, failure, canceled. Twisted Metal Online, failure, canceled. Spider-Man, The Great Web, failure, canceled. London Studio Live Service game, failure, canceled. Bungie's Payback, failure, canceled. Bluepoint Games God of War, failure, canceled. Concord, failure, canceled. Other live service games for Ben Studios, failure, canceled. $3.6 billion on Bungie, $400 million on Concord, probably 200 plus million on Factions 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other projects, probably 500 million minimum between all of those. We're looking at $5 billion of wasted money And God knows how much time Sony has spent on multiplayer endeavors, failures of endeavors, absolute travesty. This is, what did the Red Ring of Death? What did the Red Ring of Death cost? The Red Ring of Death cost Microsoft $1.15 billion. Sony's multiplayer failures have cost them 5 times that. That's crazy. But now we're sitting up here talking about this Jade Raymond woman who opened up Haven Studios back in 2021, a company exclusive to Sony, which was an absolute stupid idea, because why would you want to work for a company? Why would you want to open up a studio for a company that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 online multiplayer failures, but yet you think you're going to be the golden child? No. So now we have people saying that Jade is a failure. I mean, I'm looking at her resume right now. She worked on The Sims Online, Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Bloodlines, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist, Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed Unity, Far Cry 4, The Mighty Quest for Epic Loot, Booty Front 2. Not a bad resume. But you know, she left Ubisoft, trash developer, left Motive Studios EA, trash developer, left Google Stadia, trash developer, left Haven Studios, trash developer. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So people are blaming her, saying this is a pattern of behavior and this is solely her fault. Okay, we can say that. People are saying, like, you know, Shokyo and J-Main, how she's failing her way up. And now all of a sudden, DEI matters, people. Oh, imagine that. You know, DEI doesn't matter in gaming, and now DEI does. All the hypocrites exposed. Imagine that. But maybe it's not DEI. Because, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 failures from failures of companies versus Sony and Sony's 9 failures. I mean, you can blame her, but you can also blame Sony. You can blame both, but you can't blame one or the other. You can't call this a DEI experiment when you've denied DEI experiments through and through and throughout. And then all of a sudden, when it's convenient, when your Sony overlords are looking at their 10th failure, oh, now it's DEI for the Caucasian woman. Y'all need to make up your mind. Y'all can't have it both ways. Y'all can't have it both ways with Sony and their failures. Y'all can't have it both ways in DEI or to not DEI. Y'all need to pick a stance, put your feet in the ground, and stand on your convictions. Because y'all are hypocrites. Liars, frauds, hypocrites, just outwardly stupid people. Dumb. I mean, look at Marathon right now. Look at Sony right now. Look at Bungie right now. A new report reveals Bungie studio morale is in free fall following the mixed Marathon alpha feedback and the art theft controversy. Bungie leadership reportedly ignored Marathon dev signs, warning for years, not months, not days, not weeks, years, about what would and wouldn't work, along with a request to add a PvE component to the game. Dog, Bungie, $3.6 million. What a waste. Sony, once again, can't manage multiplayer games, mismanaging everything. Last I checked, didn't Bungie basically tell Sony that, you know, Factions 2 wasn't going to work, and that's pretty much what led them on the path of canceling it? This company cannot make multiplayer games. You cannot put all this blame on this woman. It doesn't matter if it's Haven Studios. It doesn't matter if it's Bungie, Naughty Dog. Even Naughty Dog can't even come out with the game for them. It doesn't matter if it's Insomniac, Twisted Metal, London Studios, Bluepoint, Firewalk. It doesn't matter. You could take the worst to the average to good to two of the best in Insomniac and Naughty Dog. Nobody can make a good multiplayer game for Sony. So I'm sorry, y'all can blame this woman all you want. I mean, if her name was Sarah Bond, let's be real, you wouldn't be blaming her. But I'm just tired of you fraudulent losers talking out of both ends of your mouth and talking out of both sides of your ass. Why can't y'all just be real for once? Why can't y'all just accept the truth and reality for once? Why can't you all understand that $5 billion and an entire generation, Sony can't do this? I'm Black Pond. Y'all can whine and cry all y'all want. Y'all can try to silence me. Y'all can try to hate on me. Y'all can try to boo-hoo-hoo me. I'm right, you're wrong, and that's just it, and the end of the story.